subscriber called Caroline, and I know her on a personal level. Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. So Caroline, if you're watching, and I hope you are watching, Caroline, yeah, you're a good friend to me. And how are you doing? Are you doing okay, Caroline? Yeah. And I'll send you a personal message later. I'll probably send you a message before I post this video. Like I said, I should be doing that more often. Yeah. It takes a death to make you realise that life is short and life is cruel, and that we should appreciate we should appreciate one another, and not wait until that person is no longer here to feel the way we feel when someone dies. So anyway, back to the video. That's my little tribute to the person that has died. So we got again another famous person, memorable person here. I think there's only one person buried here, I think. So again, I'm going to take a picture of the grave, and I'm going to post this on Buy Me a Coffee. So again, if you want to know more about this person, go and check out my Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee. All the information will be there on Buy Me a Coffee. Keep saying Patreon. It won't be on Patreon. It'll be on Buy Me a Coffee. So I'm going to just take a picture, and then I'm going to take a picture of the post. Victoria Cross. Oh, so this person is a Victoria Cross holder. So there you go. So if you want to find out information on that, go and check out my Buy Me a Coffee. So I have to take my hat down because I can't see anything of where I'm going. So like I said, guys, I do cemetery videos. I do all sorts. And that's the other thing, guys and girls. You know, I'm standing here now, looking around, seeing all these graves, and to me it's like, and I know most people as well, it's like I'm surrounded by dead bodies, but when they were alive, they were classed as a person. So maybe we should change our wording, because when they were alive, we didn't call them a body, did we? We used to call them a person or people. So again, maybe we should change our wording when it comes to cemeteries and places. I'm surrounded by dead people, not dead bodies. So yeah, we're going to head up this way. So yeah, maybe this video is going to be a little bit more of a tribute to my friend, because again, I feel like I need to get things off my chest, you know, if that makes sense. I need to get things off my chest. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I think the word is now like venting. I need to vent my my crap out, so to speak. Sorry for the language, but yeah, so it's kind of fitting, like where I am is kind of fitting, you know. People don't come to these graves anymore. Some of these graves are so old that even the family members that came to these people's funeral are probably not even here anymore. And you know what I mean, no one comes here anymore. It's like I knew both my nans, I knew both my granddads. Obviously I know my mum and dad. Yeah. But I don't go and see my nan and granddad anymore like I should do. Yeah, I don't go and see him anymore like I should do. I should go and pay my respects a little bit more to my grandparents. Because if it wasn't for my grandparents, my parents wouldn't be alive. And yeah, I wouldn't be alive. Yeah. Sorry guys if this conversation is a little bit morbid and a little bit weird, but I think where we take life for granted and we take other people for granted, so how many people do I take for granted without even realise I've taken them for granted? So how many times, just trying to find graves that I can read, guys. That's why I'm kind of all over the place. So how many times have I taken David for granted? William Job, that's his name. William Job. He died in April 1923. He was 75. That's a good age for 1920s. Again, I can't quite read them too. But yeah, I never tell David how much I appreciate him, like I should do. But in saying that, David never says to me how much he appreciates me. So again, we take each other for granted. Again, I can't quite read these. Annie, Bella. Yeah, can't quite read these ones, guys. I like to get into the thicket and read graves, but the ground here seems less frozen, which is nice. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to try to find a footpath and try to find... Now these graves are nice, don't get me wrong. These graves are nice. Kind of graves I'm looking for. But trying to find ones that I can actually read, a little bit more interesting graves that I can read. And I don't think I've actually explored these graves. If I did, it was briefly. But we've got one here. Godfrey, 14th of the 1st, 1912. He died 25th of the 8th, 1958. Now we've got his wife, Angela. I'd say Angia. She was born 11th of the 10th, 1924. She died 5th of the 1st, 2015. Oh, sorry guys, I keep forgetting to move the camera. Now, she died in 2015. That was 10 years ago. No, 11 years ago. 11 years ago, about a week ago. So that's 11 years. And no one ever comes and lay flowers no one ever comes to give it a clean. Yeah, clearly the grave is leaning to one side. It's leaning, that corner's starting to dip down a bit. And it's sad, 11 years ago. And no one ever comes to look after it. So like Godfrey and Angela, I'm assuming it's Angela. It's like, yeah, they lived a good life, but it's like, oh well, never mind, move on, so to speak. But yeah, I don't know. I think we've got it all wrong, guys. I think we've got life completely wrong. Now, I come to places like this just to document, because one day this Brookwood cemetery will be full. It won't be full for a good, I'll say another 100 years, because looking to my left, and I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. There are parts of the cemetery where it's just open field. There's no one buried there. And even where I'm standing now, it's not what I would call full. And so it's going to take a good another 100 years to fill this cemetery up. And so that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So let's say that some of these graves are 100 years old, which are not. But let's say that they're 100 years old. Some of these graves are going to be at least 300 years old before this cemetery is full. What they would class as a full cemetery. Which is good. Yeah, which is very good. Over there, like I said, over there, that was just a complete empty field. They can quite easily put people there, quite easily. And the same with the other side. There are patches of field that hasn't had no one buried in there, which is good. So this cemetery's still got another 100 years of active burials before they would class it as full. But then these graves would be completely abandoned by that point and completely forgotten about. But that goes to the question of, do I know my great grandparents? No. Well, I know one of them was still alive when I was born. I knew him for a good few years before she passed. But I don't know where she's buried. But yet again, would I, even though she died many years ago, I probably would. But it wouldn't be all the time like I would if it was my grandparents. Like I said, sorry guys, I'm kind of like ranting on about deaths and but yeah. So again, another big grave, got the markers and all that, but I'm gonna walk over and just so I can read. Edwin, born I think December 19th 1820, I think 6. He died July 29th 1901. Mary the wife, Ellen, the wife of Frank, Mary, she died 1903, she was 63. Ellen, she died December 1917, she was 54. That's that big one just here. So yeah, so let's do some more exploring, guys. Oh, guys, I just fell down a freaking ditch. So let's do some more exploring. Like I said, it's quite a big cemetery this side as well, and I want to get as much in as I can. Like I said, I'm not one of those people that would spend 3 hours talking about one grave, or 3 hours talking about one particular area. This is quite a big cemetery, so let's find some interesting graves. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, don't get me wrong, all these graves tell a story. All these people tell a story. They all live or lived a different life, and if these people could tell a story, it'd be quite an interesting story. So I'm gonna head up that way. David's over there somewhere, so let's head up this way. So I'm filming this in 4K, so hopefully this video will come out a little bit more better for you all guys and girls. Yeah, we'll walk up this way. I know it's not going to be muddy. Frozen, yeah, but not muddy. Behind the scenes of Rotty Adventure 949? What? What are you looking for? I probably wouldn't be able to.
I was over there for like 30 minutes and realised that wasn't the right part. This one is, but I can't find it.
Oh. Well, I'll let you carry on. I'm going to carry on up this way. Give me a call if you lose me. I'm just trying to find interesting graves right now. Well, all of them are interesting, but let's try and find some interesting mausoleums. Now, I'm not being funny, guys. I don't know about you on camera, how it's coming out on camera, but that looks like a good movie set, if that makes sense. It's something like you would see in like a creepy movie, or beginnings of a creepy movie. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being creepy. Now, like I said, guys, this is not a paranormal video. This is more of an explore. This is where kind of getting things off my chest as well. So I'm looking at this one just here, the lady walked between the both graves. Another Alfred, who died suddenly, 11th of February 1899, aged 39 years and 10 months. The wife, Helen, of John. Don't say when she died. Widow of late. The widow of late Alfred, who died 25th of February 1914. She was 55. So she lived a good, let's say 10 years. Yeah. But I like to find little graves. And so like Alfred and Helen, what kind of lives did they live? Obviously Alfred died first, and it was like, let's say 10 years between the both of them. So what was Helen's life like? Because it must be hard, it's hard enough losing a parent or a child. But what's it like losing a partner? What's it like losing a wife or a husband? I don't want to know, but I don't want to go down that road. And I don't, it's going to be a sad day when both my parents are no longer here. And it's going to be a sad day when my brother and sister are no longer here. Same with David, when he's no longer here. I can't imagine losing all my family and it's just me. I've always said I want to go first before I lose all my family, so to speak. That makes sense. I'm kind of being selfish in a way. But again, this conversation is going back to, like I said, find out that a friend of mine has passed. So but it's kind of nice to. This is the thing, guys. People lose loved ones, but do they actually talk about their feelings? Like, how many people literally talk about their feelings? And I know a few people that have subscribed to my channel that I know personally. Another William died September 12th, 1954. He was 68. They put a cage on it, so it's very hard to. There's a wife, but again I can't quite read the name. October 31st, 1948. So if there's anyone out there that knows why they put a cage around, is it to stop foxes and rabbits digging down? But then why is it just on top and not around the edge parts? Very strange. Very strange. But like I was saying, it's like not many people really talk about their feelings when they know that someone that they know, regardless of the relationship with that person, they never talk about their feelings. And I'm kind of like, I am talking about what I feel about the situation. Again, another person that I know, regardless of the relationship, has died. And died, I wouldn't say suddenly, but died young. This person wasn't very old. She wasn't very old. She had, I want to say health problems. Again, without going into too much. she was, you know, she had an illness which she was fighting, lost the illness, lost the battle. This is where this came from. She lost the fight against this illness, and yeah, and she wasn't that old, you know. Yeah, she wasn't that old. Which again, I'm not gonna, because I was gonna say, well, yeah, she's not old, so if she can die at a young age, then who's to say that I'm gonna see the end of today? If that makes, but then, yeah, again, I'm not gonna dwell or get myself worked up on that, because it's a life, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, if your time's up, your time's up, right? Regardless of the situation, if your time's up, if your number is called, your number is called. And if we start whining about, you know, age being the age, so to speak, then you're gonna start worrying about things like that, and then you'll never leave the house. You'll never, you know, enjoy life, because you're always worrying about, is today the day? So again, I'm not worried about, is today the day? Yeah, it's like David, he was starting talking about work earlier, and I'm like, you know what, I don't care. In the sense of, like, I don't care about work. Work is work. Just trying to work out whether that's a monument that I went to earlier, before. Don't think it is. No. I think it's further up. Yeah, I don't care about work. I actually said to him, I know it's cold, but it's a nice blue sky, well, to a point. 3 clouds in the sky, but it's a nice blue sky out there. Bit cold, bit chilly. But so, guys and girls, we made it into the other side, into the other cemetery of Brookwood, and we had to go and find a bench. So we're kind of not in the middle of the Brookwood, but we're kind of like in the middle. So get back onto the main footpath. The bench that I was on was off the path, and we'll kind of make our way back to the beginning and then work our way from there. I'd like to be a little bit careful what I do as such, because I'm filming in 4K and my GoPro tends to struggle filming in 4K. So this is where most of like the small little mausoleums are, as you can tell. So let's start from kind of from the beginning. There's a school over there hanging upside down. Don't know whether you saw that on camera, but we'll make our way at the beginning and kind of explore. So there's a famous person there, listed monument, and very nice. Also, what I'm going to do, guys and girls, is I'm going to take a picture. I don't know whether I've done it with this one, but I'm going to take a picture and I'll post it on Buy Me a Coffee. So you want to know the information on this person or people, you can go to buy me a coffee. Link is in the description below, and you'll find out all the information you need. So I just need to take a picture of this, just take a picture of that, and then if I take a picture of the grave, so you get a picture of the grave and all that. Let's get a good picture. So yeah, I couldn't read a name on the front, but like I said, the name will be on Buy Me a Coffee anyway. If you go there, Sir Aaron, died August 8th, 1957, aged 62. You got Dorothy, the wife, died 16th of May 1991. She was 91. Sir Erneston, or known as Tim, August 5th, 1993. He was 73. You got Margaret, or Peggy as people used to call her. She died 24th of July 2018. She was 85. Yeah. So let's have a wander. Still cold, by the way, guys and girls. Me and David were saying how cold we were when we was on our break, and it's not just me that's freezing cold, it's David as well. Actually, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to change my mind. Actually, I'm not going to go to the front and then work my way back, because you're basically going to see what you're seeing now. So what I'm going to do is, there's a side thing along here, footpath. I'll go up there instead. There is a statue at the entrance that I want to do like a little video on, because I done a short on that video. If you've seen the short, then please comment below, then you know what I'm talking about. But I done a short, and it looked like the head was like watching me, like it was moving with me, so to speak. Yeah, so someone left a comment about it, and I just post the video. I don't actually watch the video back. I just edit the video and put it together and post it. I don't mess around with it. So yeah, I wasn't really paying any attention to the video, and it wasn't until someone mentioned that the head moved, or looked like it was following the camera, that I actually watched it back. I'm like, yeah, they're right. You got Charles Dean Lovewell, who died on 19th of June. I think that says 1935. He was 59, and Jean, the wife, she was 77, and she died in March 1959. And Peggy, her daughter, who died 17th of June 1981. She was 70. So I liked this side a little bit more, because I don't know, it feels bigger. This side feels bigger, it looks bigger, it feels more open, where the other side felt a little bit more cramped, it felt a little bit more compact, felt a little bit more claustrophobic, where this one feels a hell of a lot better. Just feels a little bit, I feel free, if that makes sense. I don't know whether I mentioned that in previous videos, but I feel a little bit more free. So there's two people here, but I can only work out Margaret Mary. She died September 1951, or no, that lie. She died in 1911. She was 90. Yeah. So I'm getting quite a lot of mixed emotion, guys, today, and I'm trying to be my normal self. Like I said, I had a bit of a break and checked my WhatsApp messages, and again, people are leaving messages about my friend that passed away yesterday. And the feeling I'm getting with these comments is like, so this person was a part of my development, my mediumship development class, if you want to call it that, and she was a part of it, and she was such a nice person. And when the class is finished, because it was only supposed to be a 16-week course on how to learn to be a medium, and for most people it went on for like 2.5 years. For me personally, it was a year and a bit, like a year and 3 months, a year and 6 months, something like that. Because the person that was doing it kept it going. Because again, it was during COVID. We couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. So the person that was doing the development class just kept it going until the end of COVID. To the end of not COVID, but the end of lockdown. And then when the government got their act together and stopped all the lockdowns, the person that was doing the classes stopped doing the classes. So we kind of kept in touch, but kind of like lost in touch, if that makes sense. Tried to keep in touch through WhatsApp, through social media, that kind of thing. We kind of like follow each other on Facebook, just to see what each other is up to, kind of thing. But it's one of those things that, and I know that I'm not the only one that feels like this. I know other people feel like this, but it's like one of those, you lose in touch with a person when they're here in the physical, and it has to take for that person to no longer be here to think, you know what, I should have said more, I should have done more, I should have kept in contact, I should have, even if I said to the person, oh, how are you today, you having a good day, that kind of thing. And these kind of videos, guys, I do regularly. I do cemetery videos, I do media, I do all sorts on this channel, and for a very long time I thought to myself, whether that person is here or whether that person is not here in the physical world, you're gonna meet that person again. You're gonna see that person again in the spirit world. But I'm only 42 years old. I'm gonna be 43 this year, so I've still got a good life ahead of me. If I look after myself, a good life ahead of me. So if I live till I'm 80, that's another 40, about 30 odd years, almost 40 years. And I don't want to use the word guilty, but that guilt of not reaching out to her. My friend's a lady, a female lady, So I'm going to carry that with me, knowing that I didn't reach out, didn't ask her how she's doing, never kept in contact, lost contact, and how can I put it? Yeah, I don't feel guilty, but it's going to be, that thought is going to be there. It's going to be like, I should have. I should have at least tried, even if that person didn't respond, at least try to reach out to her, see how that person's doing. So, I don't know, maybe that's something I should be doing. Just reach out and to the people that I know, and just reach out and just ask how everyone's doing. So let's enjoy today. Let's enjoy freezing yourself to death. not literally freezing yourself to death, but yeah, let's enjoy being cold. Let's enjoy doing what we love. There is I think it's down here, there's a mausoleum that I want to show you guys. But yeah, it's alright. Let's enjoy the day. Yeah, no one enjoys working for a living. No one enjoys getting up at 4 in the morning to go to work, but if we don't, then I won't be here today making this video for you guys. And I think it's up in here in the woods, the mausoleum that I want to show you. But yeah, so we all have to work to enjoy the days off. So, but yeah, up in here in the woods, there's a mausoleum, and I think I showed you it before, but we'll go up there again, and then we'll film all these ones in the trees on the way back through, because there's a few graves in the trees, so to speak. I'm hoping I'm on the right path, guys, because as you can tell, all I can see is trees. Yeah, I see it, guys, I see it. Just up here on my left. No, my right, sorry, not my left. My right. excuse me. So again guys, I'm not very good at reading, so I don't know whether you want to pause that. I don't know whether you can read it, but I don't know whether you want to pause it and have a good read about this mausoleum that we're about to go and have a look at. Right, off we go. Off we go to the mausoleum. So in 2019 they repaired and done some renovations on some of the mausoleum. So they done, by the looks of it, they've done some work on the outside, some work on the inside. They done some work on the gates. Yeah, so basically they've redone all of it, really restored all of it. So what you're about to see guys is the original mausoleum, but a fresher look at the mausoleum. So the question is it open? Nope. I wouldn't even know how to open it guys. So we're going to have a bit of a walk around. Obviously we can't get inside the mausoleum, obviously, but they've redone all the doors. I don't know if we can look inside, but it's too dark. But they redid all the inside, but yeah, got a few family members outside as well. But I think it's just these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 family members outside, but again, all of it's been washed away, like the names and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's just them. But yeah. There's a little cement and air vent at the bottom there. But as we're standing here before we leave this little mausoleum bit, there's even graves out here in the trees, and I'm not gonna go walking around in the woods looking at them, but there's even graves within the woods. But thing is, when I'm filming in 4K, so hopefully this video will be in 4K, so there's a high definition video that you're watching, it's going to use up a lot of battery. So this video may be shorter than the other one I filmed, which I filmed in HD. Shut the gate back up. And there's another grave there, which we're going to have a look at. I see what David means about being hungry, but again, with this particular grave, I can't read it. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to stop the video real quick, do a short, and then I'll be back with you.